Can you explain the parable of the Good Samaritan in the context of today's world? A man was traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho when he fell into the hands of robbers, who stripped him, beat him, and left him half dead on the side of the road. A priest and a Levite, both religious figures, passed by without offering assistance. However, a Samaritan, someone considered an outsider and traditionally despised by the Jewish community, came upon the wounded man. The Samaritan took pity on him, bandaged his wounds, and took him to an inn where he cared for him. The Samaritan even paid the innkeeper to continue looking after the injured man, promising to cover any additional expenses upon his return. In the context of today's world, the parable of the Good Samaritan carries several relevant lessons. Crossing cultural and social boundaries. The parable challenges societal norms and prejudices. The Samaritan, despite being from a group traditionally at odds with the injured man, demonstrated compassion and care. In today's context, it encourages us to overcome biases and prejudices and extend help to anyone in need, regardless of their background or identity. Responsibility for others. The parable emphasizes the individual's responsibility to care for the well-being of others. It encourages a sense of shared humanity and prompts us to be proactive in helping those who are suffering, even when it requires personal sacrifice. Questioning religious hypocrisy. The priest and the Levite, who were religious leaders, did not stop to help. The parable challenges us to question our own actions and whether we prioritize religious rituals over practical expressions of compassion and love for others. Community and global citizenship. Today's globalized world brings people of various backgrounds into contact with one another. The parable encourages a sense of global citizenship, urging individuals and communities to care for one another beyond geographical, cultural, or religious boundaries. The power of compassion. Compassion is a central theme in the parable. It calls on us to recognize and respond to the suffering of others with empathy and kindness. In today's world, where there are numerous social, economic, and environmental challenges, the parable encourages us to act with compassion and work toward the well-being of all. Practical help and advocacy. The Good Samaritan didn't just feel sorry for the injured man. He took practical steps to help. In the context of today's world, this challenges us not only to provide immediate assistance, but also to advocate for systemic change to address the root causes of suffering.